Hi there, I'm Keegan Milburn, and I'm going to be showing off a procedural building blueprint, mesh, and texture that I have made for Unreal Engine 4. The script creates instances of static mesh based on the floors and rows categories here. Filling these out to be 10 by 10, we'll get a fully populated building. You'll notice that there are a variety of differences from floor to floor and row to row. This is due to the material instance that changes colors, adjusts positions, and hides or shows various assets with each instance based on the mesh's vertex colors. Furthermore, the window orientations change, and a grunge dirt layer that gradients from the bottom to the top. There are a number of parameters that can change the look of these that I will show now. The first parameter is that the primary and secondary colors can be changed. The grunge dirt parameters affect the appearance of the dirt gradient via a range. The grunge high parameter sets where the max value the grunge will be affecting, and the low sets where the gradient will start. Setting the grunge low variable higher and clicking apply will set the grunge much higher. Increasing the grunge high will have the grunge effect higher on the building. The grunge strength parameter affects how noisy or splotchy the grunge is. Increasing to the maximum of 1 will result in a much more noisy and chaotic look to the grunge. Increasing this down to 0 will have a very predictable uniform gradient. Next, looking at our random value parameter group, we have a set of parameters that affect outcomes generated by world position values that affect the look of the building. The first we have is color variety. This is a range from 0 to 6 that affects the frequency of random colors. At 0, we will see that there is no variety between assets with random colors. At 6, we will see that every other asset has a different color. The hide level is a range from 0 to 2 that affects the frequencies of items being shown or hidden. A value of slightly above 0 will hide almost everything. 0 hides literally everything, so slightly above 0. And a value of 2 will show everything. The offset strength parameter affects how strongly an asset will be shifted if it is selected to be shifted. There's a value from 0 to 8, and here at 8 we see that assets that are shifted are very strongly shifted. Air conditioners are moved very strongly. The flower has a definite change in position. Changing this back down to 0 will mean that no assets will be shifted. And everything is in the same position. Lastly, we will be looking at the randomness parameter here. This affects how much randomness is going to be applied to each instance from row to row and from segment to segment. Setting this down to 0 will make it so there's no change from row to row and segment to segment. Seeing here, every single blanket is the same color, all the positions are the same, and objects that are shown on every floor and hidden on every floor. Kicking this up to something like 25 and clicking apply, we will see a ton more variation from floor to floor in color, position, and objects being shown or hidden, like this air conditioner here, or the flower not being shown here. Lastly, we have our image textures that are a base color, a normal map, and a metal roughness and occlusion map baked into the same map to save on video RAM. This is all done via vertex colors, where the red affects where the paint is going to be applied, the green affects the random colors, and the blue affects whether an object will be shifted or hidden/shown. All these values are determined by world position values, as I said earlier. To demonstrate this, we can shift this ever so slightly, and you can see each floor will have items popping in, changing colors, and shifting randomly. This means that no matter where this blueprint is placed, it'll be a unique instance no matter what. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask and follow me at Keegan Milburn at ArtStation.